Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, evening, good morning. So, wherever you are, this is Piyush again from Piyush Academy, and we have today a new guest, Atish. So, Atish, we actually joined a minute in advance. So, let's wait for a few minutes and then we'll start the interview. All right.
Sure.
Thank you so much for joining, Atish. All right. And meanwhile, guys, just want to tell you that Atish has joined from Canada. He over there it's Sunday basically, and he has taken time for us to go ahead and discuss about the developer interviews options and some insights that how he has actually reached to the position after 15 years. So Atish, we are going to discuss basically questions related to the basically developer interview, as you know, like what are the most standard questions, how we can clear the any developer interview, what are the mandate skill set that we should have to become a software developer. Most of the audience would like to become a software developer. However, there are a lot of hurdles and a lot of negative as well as positive thought process comes in mind. So you as an expert definitely help us to get insight in that and give more clarity. So these are questions we are going to ask. So we have few audience joined so far. uh, okay, so we have Sunita Arwal joined. Thank you, Sunita, for joining. So let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start.
Yeah, sure. And one little correction, like it's a Saturday morning here in Canada.
Okay, Saturday morning. Sorry, not Sunday morning. Okay, great. Fine. Still, you must have weekend today, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and start. So, guys, first of all, I would like to introduce Atish. Uh, when we talk about him today, he is the guest expert for us. And why he is expert? Because he is expert in the area of development, software development basically. He is working as a senior functional developer at Equisoft Canada. He resides at this time in Toronto, Canada, with his family. He is an ex-cognizant employee, as well as he is an Oracle expert basically. He has completed his engineering from BIT Sindri. Uh, that's basically in the eastern part of India. And later he has worked on multiple domains, specifically in the insurance domain. Today, he will guide us that what are the basic questions that we generally expect in any of the software developer interview. He has also lead a lot of teams in Cognizant as well as in Equisoft right now. He is a technical manager as well as technical expert in the area of Oracle, as well as you can say specific languages related to the Oracle in the database area. So let's go ahead and ask few important questions from Atish, who is going to help us in the area of software development. What are the skill set that we required in the area of software development? How we will understand or how we will judge basically that we are capable enough right now to face the software developer interviews. So thank you, Atish, again to join me over here and help our students as well as professionals who would like to go ahead and become a software developer. So the most basic question we'll start with: what do you think? What are the most standard questions are asked in any software development interviews? What do you think? Maybe you
Okay.
must have faced when you started your career, right?
Yeah, thank you, Piyush, for providing my introduction, and thank you all the viewers. Basically, I am currently at Canada, and I have 15 years of working experience in IT industry. So definitely, when I started my career, with Mahindra Satyam initially, then I moved to my Cognizant, and then I worked for Cognizant for 10 years. And from last 2 years, I am working for Equisoft. And with respect to uh, this particular interview, so basically what Pius asked, like what are the common questions or the most questions they ask in the interview. So basically, the first question they will ask is give your introduction or say something about you. So this is a time you can answer this question in a way like you have to sell yourself. You have to provide all the information which is available or not available in your resume, but it is making your characteristic or like you making will define yourself in a proper way. So when you are giving your introduction, you can provide your details, your birthplace, or the city where you are currently locating, and you can provide your academic background. Also, you can provide your achievements in during the academic background, like if you you are a winner of some science exhibition or any type of particular things which is other than study. So that will give an impression to interviewer like, okay, this person is expert in, or like he is involving in multiple areas. Also, you can provide your skill sets and your hobbies. So these are the things you have to talk about. And that means this first 2 or 3 minutes, you can make sure when you are talking, you can take your time to explain yourself, and that will give you a little bit confidence when you are going to address the next question from the interviewer. So that is
Great.
something very generic question they used to ask. Or even if they will not ask in a detail, you can provide something before starting answering the question. I want to introduce myself before answering the questions, because like this is the uh, what I want to say. This is my introduction, and I want to represent according to that. Okay, so this is the first thing. Then definitely the next question will come like, what is your skill set? So skill sets like what are the language you are you are comfortable or like you are expert in that. And with respect to language, you can say programming languages and like front end, back end, or a middleware. What type of things you have? When you are defining your skill sets, you also mention how comfortable you are. So maybe they will ask you like scale yourself, how like you are rating yourself in this particular language. So suppose you are saying like I'm expert in C++. So yeah, my first language means where I am comfortable is C++. So this will simply ask, okay, can you rate yourself? So at that place, you must be honest, and you can say, okay, according to your comfort level, like out of 10, I am 6, 7, or 8, or means whatever your comfort level, because nobody is expert, like nobody is 10 on 10 in any language.
Absolutely right.
So the thing is that you should give us proper honest feedback for yourself, like okay, I feel like I am doing this. And the next question after that may come like, okay, why you are rating yourself 6 out of 10?
Mhm.
So with respect to any language, there are few things which you are comfortable, there are few things which you are not comfortable. So you can
Mhm.
explain in terms of that, okay, I am comfortable in this part of this language. I did this type of work in this language. That's why I am rating myself in that. But there are few things which I need to learn. I have to I want the opportunity to work on those areas. So that's why I am not aware of those things, and that's why I am just cutting my marks on those particular points. So that
Hmm.
is something you can explain, and that will give you an interviewer a clear picture. Okay, the person is knowing about the technology, and he is comfortable with what he know and what he don't know. And
Absolutely.
then after that, like mostly like interview will go for a technical question. So technical question, basically the first question they may ask, okay, what type of experience you have you worked on any project, have you like if you are a fresher, so have you worked in any internal project with some like with institute like PUC Academy or something, like where you got the training. And if you have a working experience, definitely real time project, like what type of project you have worked, what type of work you are doing, and what
Hmm.
is your roles and responsibility. And that is the that in that way they will that may ask some questions. And if they want to drill down more, then mostly they used to ask, okay, uh, as you are telling, your comfort level is 6 out of 10. So can you explain what is difference between this particular technology? Like if you are saying like I'm working on C and C++, so they can say what is the difference between C and C++. So
Hmm.
you must be aware of those type of basic things, like okay, means why we are choosing C and why we are choosing C++, and where is the basic difference in between languages and anything. Like they can ask like what is the difference between function and a copybook, what is different type of inheritance, what is different type
Hmm.
of like polymorphism. So those type of questions they can ask. Then most after the technical round, like they used to ask, okay, with respect to your what is your strong point, what is your weak point, yeah, or where what you feel like what is your strength. So with respect to technology, you can explain those things. Like okay, it means I am expert. Like few people are expert in backend, like database. Few people are expert in front end. Few people are expert in middlewares. Nowadays, technology are changing. So you have to learn a lot of things. So like few people are expert, we can say learning new things, they can easily adopt new things and they can implement those things. So
Right.
that types of things will come into the picture. And whenever like if you will or you want to answer, you can also correlate with your real time projects and
Hmm.
like your experience, whatever experience you have. It's hardly matter. Like if you are working, you just develop a small software or a small project, you work on a small project, so just you correlate those things with your normal projects. So that will give an impression like okay, you already use those technologies, you means you are whatever terminology you are using, you are aware of that properly. Okay.
Hmm.
And then the thing is that the roles and responsibilities. So like if you work on the project, so what is your role and responsibility? So as a fresh year, that question don't have much significance, because like you work on like your own project, so you are managing the development, testing, everything. So nothing like that. But in real time project, if you have experience for 1 or 2 year or 5 year, more than that, so they will ask, okay, what is your role, what is your responsibility on that project, how you what are the things you are doing in that project in a particular role. So those things you have to answer. Other than that, uh, they may ask like why you want to work in this company, and again like where you find yourself after 2 years, like what is your future plan, where you can find projecting yourself after 2 years or 5 years. So these are the normal questions they used to ask in any interviews.
Great, Atish. Thank you so much for giving a detailed explanation. So, guys, you must have noticed Atish started. The first thing is tell about yourself. That's the first thing that you need to do. So definitely, like any other interviews, software development interviews are also getting started with this question, where you need to put your details in front of the company in front of that interviewee, and they will actually understand your IQ by that. You need to sell yourself. That's what Atish started with, right? So that's one of the most important thing. And after that, definitely, skill sets comes in picture. The C++ languages differences that they may ask, the project details. Atish has put very strongly this point that even if you have if you have done small project in your college or maybe institutes like Piyush Academy, that also does matter, isn't it? Right, Atish? I hope
Definitely.
this is going to give good impression in front of the organization that this guy knows something. Even if you have a dummy, if you if you have done any dummy project, that also gives confidence to the organization that okay, at least this guy, even he is a fresher, but he tried something. So that is very important over here. Great. Now, the second question, Atis, I would like to ask over here, like, generally we say there are some mandatory skill set, you know, that always required to become a software developer. I'm asking this question uh, for the students who are basically, in 11th or 12th, or maybe like who is in the first years of engineering or BCA they are doing. For them, that what skill, even they don't have that skill set naturally, but they wanted to become a software developer, what do you think where they should emphasize, in which skill set they should go ahead and put a lot of effort? What do you think, Atish?
Basically, nowadays technology is changing very fast. So I can't say like this is like you have to do, or this is you don't, you need not to focus on that. But the thing is that like you should focus on one language and you should be in master on that particular language. So suppose you are comfortable with C++ or Java or Unix, any type of language. So you must be comfortable on that particular language, and you should learn as much as possible, because like knowledge is the key. And at the same time, you with respect to software development, you must be aware of database. So like you must know the language, SQL languages, so that will help. So these are the things mandatory. But with respect to technology, I don't want to say like you should learn C++ or something. So basically, when we'll start learning the computer language, so it will start from C++, then we will move to Java. So this is something like ABC to reach till Z. But yeah, whatever language you are comfortable, if you are comfortable with Python, if you are comfortable with Unix, Linux, or like you are comfortable with C++, so you can choose the area you are comfortable and learn more on that particular field. And software means developing a software is a logical thing. Like it's a like if you are giving instruction to machine, it's a 0 or 1. So you have to develop the algorithm, you have to learn those things. So means you have to do the logical analysis when while working on the development part. So these are the basic like logic, build the logical things, and like always think in a level language, like 0 or 1. Like your output will be either 0 or 1. So based on that, you have to like develop your skill when you are learning your language. So that is the thing. So basically, one language you should be strong, another is database you should be strong. So database is something like whatever technology you will work, you will face any type of such there is supported database. So backend, you have to aware of like how to generate the report, how to write the SQLs, how to do the joining. So these are the basic things. Like so it's like you can easily learn and you can make yourself comfortable in those areas. So that will help you in the future. And also like the interviewer may ask those technical questions like how to join this table, what is inner join or what is outer join, and what is stored procedure, what is the way to like what will you do in the particular scenario when you have to retrieve millions of records in like minutes time. So how what you will do that. So in that scenario, you can provide those type of inputs. Okay, it means I'm expert in database, so I can write a stored procedure to execute the particular scenario and get the data from the database. So that is the type of things you have to learn.
Great. So, again, I would like to, add in a similar, basically, uh, point over here, what Atish told. Guys, Atish is telling that what are the basic concepts that in every programming language or maybe in any of the SQL structure query languages we need over here, we should be aware of. Your analysis and the IQ should be in the form of basically machine level. Atish, please correct me over here if I'm wrong. Suppose if my mathematics is good, if my logical, aptitude is good, do you think that that guy could make better programs? Because when we write the program in multiple languages, there are maybe, like, to resolve one issue, we may have multiple ways to resolve that issue, but we need
Exactly.
to, find out one of the best way, basically, which is
Exactly.
going to, and that is going to be happen, guys, if you have a, you know your thought process would be in the right direction, in a proper logical way. Your aptitude would be good, your IQ would be good, and definitely that doesn't come naturally, guys. You need to maybe, solve a lot of mathematical problems. You may need to work on the, you know IQ level games, basically, and that is going to help you in journal, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
So
those people like
yes.
who are interested in mathematics and like they have a good IQ, they are perfect for
Mhm.
IT industry. uh,
Nice. Great. So mathematics, and Atish also, mentioned over here something about algorithm. So Atish, many people are not aware of. Let me honest with you, because we are talking with a lot of students, lot of engineering students specifically. They think that they will learn one language maybe in the first year, second year, and maybe, like, third and fourth year, the demand of that language is going to be down. Then how they will get the job? As simple as that. Then after fourth year, or maybe on the fourth year, they will think that, we will start learning one new language as such. But what I, think, and as I heard, and even my personal experience, they say that two concepts: first is algorithm, and second is a data structure. These are the most important concepts in the developer world, software developer world, specifically for the freshers interview. They ask, these, questions a lot related to algorithm and data structure. Can you put little thought on that, please? And have you ever come across, or have you asked these type of questions to your, basically, you can say, uh, interviews, basically, in Cognizant or any other?
Yeah, so algorithm and data structure both are like the heart and mind of software industry. So like whenever you are start developing a logic, so you have to build an algorithm and a data structure will come into the picture when you are defining a multiple tables and how you are managing the data. So like software, developing a software, what that means? That means you are managing the data. You are taking the data from the user, you are storing somewhere, you are retrieving the data based on the user request. Okay, so this is like the way we are handling the software industry. So uh, whenever you are designing a new system, you have to make means aware of those things. So these are the basic things you have to. But yeah, for fresher, I don't say like you should be like expert in that, because those things are complicated and you can only understand when you will start working on that. Okay, means you cannot be expert in a like by reading a book. So those things will come with experience. But yeah, the basic things like the definitions and how to build the algorithm, how what are the data structures, possible way of doing that. So those things you have to aware of that, and that will help. Means with respect to interview and with respect to future projects, that will definitely help. And those are the basic things for software industry. So you have to aware of that.
Okay, guys. So Atish is telling that's not mandatory for the freshers, because that comes automatically with experience. However, I would like to add, Atish, over here, the person who is, good in data structure and algorithm. Don't you think he will get the job very easily? Because that's what the basic heart and soul of any software development industry, right? Yep. So these are the things that is again important. Now, next question, and maybe it is tough, because many people, generally get, don't give the, proper answer, and it's not basically, again, very straightforward answer that we can accept as such. The simple question is, which programming language is in demand right now, at least in 2023-24? What do you think, as per your experience?
Yeah, so definitely, means I cannot guarantee like what language I am
Yeah.
preferring at this moment is 100% like a demanding language. But again, like I can say Java, JavaScript and Java is the one of the language which is on demand from last 10 years, and
Okay.
in each and every like different type of softwares, we need those people Java particular Java resources. So
Mhm.
this is the one of the most demanding technology, but I simply said don't focus on like what is the demands, what is the most popular technology where we have a lot of job. If you are expert in this particular technology, you will get a job, and if you improve your skill with multiple technology, that will help you in future. Okay, because technology is changing every day. So now we are means if you will go 10 year back, there is more demand on .NET, but at this
Mhm.
moment, and like we have very limited scope in .NET. There was, if you will go for 20 year back, you have a mainframe like so on that time it was a rocking technology, like you will get a
Mhm.
job easily and you will get a good salary also. But now it's going like the area is a little bit conservative, so you will not get that much opportunity to learn, and that means you may or may not means get that much project easily as a fresher.
Mhm.
So those things like the technology will change every day, so you cannot focus on one technology. But yeah, whatever technology you are comfortable, you must be in master. You should be master in that particular technology. With respect to market, I can simply say Java, Python is on demand, and now the
Mhm.
cloud. We are moving to a cloud-based technology, so you can also think about AWS, Azure. So those things are like on demand at this moment according to market, but it not that much matter for as an individual to prepare for any interview.
Mhm. So, guys, again, as Atish told, like languages, then he also very specifically mentioned about the backend, that is SQL kind of, technologies, and at the same time, cloud. So you don't need to be, restrict yourself only to a specific language like Java or Python. You should have little bit of idea about the SQL also, because you could not imagine a software without a database, as simple as that. You should know very well that how the data actually move and utilize in the software. And since again, as Atish told, the last part, that cloud, AWS, he told, or maybe Azure. I am the Azure expert, as Atish is aware of very well. I'm an Azure architect, and I seriously, like, take a lot of corporate batches of developers, and they wanted to learn basically, how to deploy those softwares in the cloud technology. So that's the reason there is a new era is coming for of the full stack developer. When we say full stack developer, Atish, you would be agree with me that full stack developer is in most demand right now, where they need to learn basically the front end, back end, as well as the cloud technology. Basically, it's a combination of that. So Piyush Academy actually, take an initiative to train people in the full stack development. It's a long term, little long term course, you can say. It's a 6 months course, but where we, teach people one of the languages like Python or .NET, and at the same time we teach them MS SQL, and at the same time how to deploy in the AWS and Azure. So this is what we are offering right now, and many people have joined our sessions, and they're happy. And our first batch is going to be, come in the market in in the month of September, basically. And we are expecting that all these people, around 30 people are there, all are going to be, get job. That's what we are basically expecting over here. All right, great. So, guys, anyone has any questions, you can ask over here. You can put your questions in the chat box. Our expert is over here who can help you to answer your question. So, meanwhile, while others are basically putting the question, Atish, I have the next question for you. Uh, I just want to know, again, your thought in terms of full stack developer. What do you think? Like, is it something going to be like software developer position is going to be replaced by full stack developers?
Yeah, the way we are going towards the cloud technology, we need those type of persons. So like definitely it will work.
Okay, so definitely full stack developers demands are again going to be enhanced, increase in next few months or years. Great, great. Okay, guys, anyone has any question, you can put in the chat box, please. Okay, so Atish, we have we'll go ahead and conclude with the conclusion mark over here. We started with the developer interview with the basic introduction of the candidate. That is one of the most common question that any developer interview we could face. And second would be definitely our skill set. And the mandatory skill set, we can say that you should be aware of any specific language. Algorithm and data structure is heart and soul of any software development, so that is also very important. But even if you are not aware of, that's fine, you will get with experience. And next point you have mentioned, I have noticed that even if you are doing a dummy project, that is going to be help in the selection process. You guys are looking for the people who have done some dummy project, but seriously, because we have seen that there are many engineering students go ahead and take help and randomly do the projects. They don't put a lot of efforts over there, but those projects are also important. Okay, Sunita is asking, sir, I am just homemaker, can I take class just knowledge grooming? Yeah, yeah. Why not, Sunita? So again, Atish, have you seen a lot of homemakers? They are coming from maybe non-technical background to become a expert software developers in your
Yeah,
career path.
yeah, definitely. Like I can suggest like you can start with HTML, you can develop your own web page, and you can think like means uh once you will start working on that, you will enjoy that part, and like you can also start earning money if you are getting contracts or like some projects. So Pius will also help you on that field also, and these are like very easy to learn, and you can make website for yourself. So like the way you can also learn the language, and you can also increase like your capability in terms of technology.
Great. So there are a lot of opportunities, Sunita. Let me tell you, it's not just a knowledge. See, knowledge is something which you can encash on the basis of your basic. It's not a point where you are just getting a job. However, for the knowledge also, for you can learn these things, and coding is something which is enhance your uh, again IQ. And there are a lot of freelancing projects in the market right now where people are looking for good candidates. Great, thank you for asking this question, Sunita. All right, so Atish, thanks for your time. I see we don't have much questions over here, so thanks for your time on the weekend morning. Basically, you have given us almost more than an hour today, and your inputs are definitely help to our students, the professionals who wanted to switch to the software development. There are a lot of people coming in these days who wanted to become a software developer, but they don't know how and where they will start. What are the questions they will face over there? Yeah. So thank you so much, Atish. Our audience are also saying, that's yes, that's right. So the path that you have shown us with your expertise, with your experience, is definitely help to us. Thank you so much, Atish.
Thank you so much, Pius. Thank you.
Thanks. With this, guys, I'm going to conclude the session, today's webinar, and let's go ahead and meet, next weekend. And we are changing a little bit time over here, but definitely all these interviews are available in our YouTube channel. So I request you guys, please share, subscribe, and like if you feel that you would be getting benefited from all these interviews. We will continue doing this for next few months, and later we will go ahead and come up with the topics details which is required for multiple jobs, like a software developer, cloud engineers, system engineers. And over there we will take small session through this YouTube streaming that's going to helpful for everyone. So please, again, subscribe our channel so that you will get notification of all our videos. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, guys.